Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp says the Premier League has to change its fixture scheduling, with Manchester City counterpart Pep Guardiola adding that players are not protected. It follows Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's criticism of match timings, with his Manchester United team kicking off at 12:30 GMT on Saturday after playing on Wednesday in the Champions League. Liverpool and Manchester City played out a 1-1 draw on Sunday after also both having had European fixtures in midweek. Klopp told BBC Sport, "The boys are on the edge. No team on a Wednesday night should have the 12:30 kickoff on Saturday. Sunday, no problem. Not the 12:30 because that is a complete killer. You wake up and play football. This is the recovery phase. The Premier League has to change. Sky, BT, everyone has to talk to each other. You want good football? Give the boys a few hours more rest." United beat Everton 3-1 on Saturday, but a visibly angry Solskjaer said the short turnaround from their trip to Istanbul meant his side were set up to fail, adding, "It's an absolute shambles." Liverpool won at Italian side Atalanta on Tuesday, while City beat Olympiacos at Etihad Stadium on the same night. On Sunday, Mohamed Salah scored the opener for the Reds from the penalty spot and Gabriel Jesus scored a brilliant equaliser, but the sides had to settle for a draw after Kevin De Bruyne's penalty miss. Liverpool lost right-back Trent Alexander-Arnold to a calf injury in the second half, and the 22-year-old will now not go on international duty with England. That change was one of two made by Klopp during the match, while Guardiola used one of his 3 permitted substitutions. After the game, both managers expressed frustration at a congested fixture schedule in the lead-up to the international break. "These boys need rest. It's a difficult time. We want to play, obviously, but I heard Ole Gunnar Solskjaer yesterday as well and I understand him 100%. We are in the situation quite frequently," said Klopp. "I spoke to the Premier League already and spoke to Pep before the game about the 5 substitutions. Everyone watching is like, oh, that's interesting. But we have to change things and help the players. We want to play football, it's great. But playing Wednesday night and then 12:30 on Saturday is a crime and we have to change that." 5 substitutions were allowed after football restarted in June following the shutdown amid the coronavirus pandemic. However, in August, Premier League clubs voted against continuing the rule. "I think we are going to fight for its return," Guardiola told BBC Radio 5 Live. All the other clubs and countries play 5 substitutions because they understood that the situation is completely unusual in terms of the pandemic. No break, no rest and everyone is at home. All the other countries do it, but here it looks like it likes to be special, different. That is not good because we don't protect the players and we should do it. However, Aston Villa boss Dean Smith does not agree with Klopp and Guardiola. Speaking after his side's 3-0 win over Arsenal, he told BBC Radio 5 Live, "We don't have the biggest squad in the world so we have to manage our players. I can sympathize with teams in Europe but there's some big squads out there and I've made my feelings known from the off that I thought we were right to stay with the 3 subs rule. Now we've started with it, we should certainly continue with it." Alexander-Arnold out of England games. Alexander-Arnold has been a constant in the Liverpool side but limped off just after the hour mark on Sunday. Klopp said the player will miss England's fixtures against the Republic of Ireland, Belgium and Iceland over the next 2 weeks and will have a scan on Monday to find out the extent of the injury. Guardiola said, "Trent Alexander-Arnold, international English player, now injured. Here, we believe we are more special. We don't protect the players, so that is why it is a disaster." City striker Jesus, who has scored 3 goals in 3 games since returning from injury, added, "I feel good and feel confident. That is the challenge for me, keep fit and don't get injured. This season is going to be dangerous for players because there are too many games. Players because there are
interesting, very interesting game. A lot of tactical stuff on the pitch, but filled with legs and life and energy and stuff. Like both teams played on an incredible energy level to close the other team down, to use the few opportunities to work for them, to play for them, and all that stuff. So I thought that was a top game.
Super fast start from your side. Was that all part of the plan?
Oh, the plan is actually start fast, stay fast, finish fast, but that's not always possible. No, but City is a top team, so they adapted. Obviously, we had 10 minutes where we didn't close the half spaces. These 10 minutes, then that's where when they scored a goal, where Kevin De Bruyne got the ball. We couldn't close the wing, so Gini left the center exactly there. They passed the ball. Kevin De Bruyne can turn, can go in the box, and in the end, somebody puts the ball in the net. So then the penalty, yes, was not a real situation. It's just a cross, which hits then obviously Joe. But apart from that, I think it's a game with the lowest number of chances for City so far when we played them. Even when we won, they had more chances, clear-cut chances tonight. They didn't have that many. That's a proper compliment for the boys.
What's your take on handball at the moment?
I didn't see it yet. So we have other problems. Yeah, handball is of course a problem, and in that situation, and I know I think we wanted as well a penalty or whatever. So from close distance, I have not really a lot to say about that. But we have to talk that. What Ole said yesterday, I had 2 weeks ago a talk to Paul Molnar from the Premier League, because I said no team who plays on Wednesday night, away or in Champions League, should have the 12:30 kickoff on Saturday. That's not allowed. And Tottenham played on Thursday in Ludogorets and had today the 12 o'clock kickoff. Honestly, you play Sunday, no problem. Play Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, but not the 12:30. That's a complete killer. You wake up and you play football in a complete recovery phase. The Premier League has to change that. It's not possible. And with Sky BT, everybody has to talk to each other. Sit on a table. You want to have good football, so then give the boys at least a few hours more. We don't ask for next day or Monday night, because that's not possible. There's the next game coming. We had, after the triple header in the last international break, we played at 12:30. The boys played Wednesday night in Peru. So, and I played. That's not possible. Somebody has to start thinking. Paul Molnar told me he cannot change it, but he's doing the